Another day, another opportunity for Howie Roseman to continue to prove why he's the best GM, executive, anything in that sphere in sports. Today, Jalen Carter signed. Let me actually pull up the contract if I can. Here we go. Jalen Carter signed 4 year, $152 million extension, and it's what, $105 guaranteed? 106 guaranteed. So I just thought I'd come on, one, announce it, but also come on and look at how the salary cap is for the Eagles. And as much as obviously the big parts over here, this is just so interesting to me, this base pay. Like Mora Ojomo has the highest base pay on the team, not Jalen Hurts or Lane Johnson or Jordan Mailata. Like it's just weird how they do that, and it's again because they have these bonuses that they stretch over the course of different years that gives them the same dead cap hit, but then the actual normal cap hit, which the difference is dead cap is if uh is you have to pay it no matter what. um but there's a certain amount you have to pay if the guy's not on your team versus if they are on your team. And you can see for dead cap hit, we are pretty high. But then for actual cap space, we were 12th in the league. And I say were because now if you go to 2027, here you have Jalen Carter, his cap hit. This gives us cap space of $91,000. Now this is gonna, exclude some guys later on. Not exactly sure what the orange means here. I assume it is for some sort of extension. Oh, here we go. So void. So this is something that started by the New Orleans Saints that every team or most teams have taken on, but some teams do it more than others. So Tariq Woolen signed a 1 year, $12 million contract, but as you can see, his base salary is 1.2 million. He gets a signing bonus and different incentives, which puts this cap hit around this number. Don't exactly know how it works, but let's just say, for the sake of argument, that this is just true, right? But as you can see here, he will be a free agent next season, right? But to keep the cap hits different or lower for at least the year that he is performing on the team, you have these void years where they spread out his salary and his different bonuses over the course of that this 5 year period. So including, of course, this year, one, two, three, four, five. And this is just how the Eagles do their uh oh, it actually says right here that orange is void year. That's good to know. This is just how the Eagles do their their contracts. So if you look at Jalen Hurts, right? So his contract goes to 2028. He'd become a free agent 2029, which shouldn't be an issue because of different TV rights stuff that supposedly should uh increase the salary cap a ton because of viewership being tracked differently and a bunch of stuff. If you want to learn more, I would suggest I should have looked up the channel. Brett Coleman is the name of the YouTuber. I forget if it's on his channel or if it's on his podcast. But either way, he was a former NFL scout who now makes content both for the NFL and for himself. Very knowledgeable in all of this, but he looked at all that stuff. Blah blah blah. Point is, this is where the biggest cap hit is for Jalen Hurts. It's supposed to be that 20 and then 29, where the salary cap's supposed to balloon, and so things should be all right. But you can see his contract ends in 28. Void year, void year, void year, void year. And there's certainly, of course, if we were able to look back through the years of his contracts, he would have had different bonuses moved around at different times. Just seeing if this, okay, it only goes back to 2023, but he has, you know, different bonuses moved around at different times to make it so that way his cap hit every year is only so much. So when did he sign? When he signed, I guess, assumed he signed this contract in 2023. So 5 years, 225 million. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he signed in 2024. His cap hit that year 13 million, 21 million, now 31 million. And anyone who knows the NFL knows that Dak Prescott is at a dead cap hit of 50 to 60 million every single year. Or sorry, a cap hit of 50 or 60 million every single year. So it's just smarter business to be able to elongate those cap hits over time, give yourself more room where you can. And of course, using basically all of your cap space on Jalen Carter makes a lot of sense. As I said before, 26 million in cap space for this year. Next year, with the extension kicking in, all of that's basically gone. And why does this make sense? Well, obviously these numbers will only say so much. He was injured last year and was a rookie 3 years ago. But if you look at things like he really hurries quarterbacks, gets a lot of hits, gets his pressures, bats down passes very well. His forced fumble numbers would be better if he wasn't injured last season. And his sack numbers are never going to be great, but in terms of a D tackle and a pure D tackle at that, he is one of, if not the best D tackle in the league. This is shown on PFF, and so it makes sense to extend him, especially because, again, just using the Cowboys as an example, because they're well known for this, every year you wait for it, it gets harder and harder to extend guys. They get more and more expensive, so the earliest you do it, the better. And so, again, makes sense for the Eagles, makes sense Howie Roseman would do this. But again, if you look at base salary, this is the base salary for Jalen Carter. It's a lot more than a lot of other guys. Nolan Smith, sure. Cooper and Quinyon Mitchell, again, on rookie deals, hence why their base salary is so much higher. Same thing with Jalix Hunt, Jahad Campbell. Like, you look at the base salary, a lot of the guys on the top are guys on rookie contracts where they force the base salary to be a certain point. But then whenever Howie gets in there, Jalen Hurts, 1.3. Lane Johnson, 1 point. I mean, first of all, these three are exactly the same, which is kind of free in these two. Saquon, Zach Bond, Jonathan Grenard, Cam Jurgens, Jordan Davis, like all of these. Well, actually, Jordan Davis should also be on a rookie deal. Did they extend him last year? Did they extend him last year? Maybe they did. I'm not sure. I really shouldn't. Jordan Davis. Did he get an extension? He did. How did I forget this? Wait, it was earlier this year. Okay, well, that makes a lot more sense. So again, another contract that Howie had his hand in, same as these two guys. Jake Elliott, looking for someone else. Dontavian Wicks, Braden Mann, looking for more guys who are signing, like all these different signings. Just smart moves by Howie. Makes sense why they've stuck around with him for so long. Clearly, even when he had a difficult start, he's figured it out. And so, yeah, it seems as though some of his intelligence is rubbing off on the rest of the teams in Philadelphia, as the Sixers have done well. We'll see on everyone else, but that's going to do it. Just wanted to break down the breaking news of what's going on, and certainly see you guys around when spring training comes, which I think is, or spring training preseason, which, if I look that up, is right around the corner. I don't know, when's the first Eagles preseason game? Week 1. Week 2, August 15th. So see you August 15th for preseason, or August 16th if I do something after the fact.